Welcome to my channel. Molweni. Hope you're all good. If you're new, take a seat and chillax because but to all my royal queens, hail the queens. Thank you for believing in me. Thanks for the support and the love, and thank you for working with me. But Kanogo, you know the drill for all our new subs. Scooby-Doo papa. Yeah, boom. Ah! Boom. Ah! You know, it's just to welcome you. Alright, the signature inyeke sana. City glower. Nova uyagowa. Don't show the world all the haters of what you are going through. You know, take makeup, utati vaseline, utati pons, ubangene, because life is too short. You know, glower, dear, noba uyagowa. Thank you very much. I'm Angie, the queen, and today is all about table talk. You know, I've received quite a number of requests. As you know, that this channel is all about joining up with me. Be it hair, I will share. Be it life experiences, I will come and share. So, people have been asking me that in the topic, life after a divorce. I think we're going to break this into two. We will have part 1 and we'll have part 2, because this is gonna be a journey. You know, I'm taking you through. I'm going back, you know, to all the life experiences. But part 1 part 2. Alright, on that note, guys, please do not forget to subscribe, and make sure that you click or you hit that notification bell and select all, so that video every time I upload a new video or any movement, tick. You know that click notification. Alright, girl. Alright, let me start it by saying, guys, I have been receiving quite a number of calls, WhatsApp, you name it, abantu asking or sharing their experiences in Echatoeni. Number one, guys, as much as I'm here to share of my own experiences that I've experienced and things, sharp curve of life, highs and lows as but I always did on a serious note, guys. It's one thing that I would never encourage if there's an option. But unfortunately, there is the experiences of life. I go to divorce, you know, especially coming from a background, a church background, a Christian background. You are taught at a very tender age. God hates divorce. It is a sin. When you try to undofa, you know. So experiences after 15 full years. I would never I would never advise for anyone to divorce. I always say to people, make sure it must be the last door. I'm giving in, I'm giving up, I'm throwing the towel, I've tried. Do not leave, not even one last stone unturned before you consider of divorcing or you consider ukupuma emtshadweni. So, number 1, Lord, if you highlight a bold ayo option ingeyondlela elula. It's one thing that I cannot even give it to or advise my enemy to do, because it is not easy. It is really not an easy ride, you know. Nevertheless, anyway, okay, guys, I think after, okay, we'll have part 1 of this and part 2, but I think I would have to take you through before divorce. But anyway, today we're talking about life because there are people they did not want to leave their marriages, they don't want to leave their families, and some the abuse, some the in-laws, some there's just too much behind the closed doors. Because I cannot cope, because maybe abanye divorcile, you know. But anyway, life after divorce for Angie the Queen, it was not easy. It was not easy at all. As Babin Chiloke, Nana that has been brought up in church with Christian values and norms, with Christian pillars, you know, kule ukalelo into kokubana as intombi there is no sex for you until utrate, ukhula kakuhle, ukhula right, ukhulela enkonzweni, usindisiwe si unyathela ingcigobe. You can just imagine. But kwafika ixesha loba umuntu atshate, ndachata. I was very young, number one. I think as much as I was so looking forward to my 21st birthday, but kwathiwa kusithiwa ugirl una 21 years wabe sekele inqabe ikhetshemiyo esemva kwecawa etshintshwe igama. Disappointment. Eqondo babe semncinci lo muntu. And okwesibini, you are not matured. You are still ungumntana, udlalela youth. Umncinci 21. I think abangoku ke abana 21 ke they can sit us down and teach us things. But umntana 21 then compare kumntana 22 khona umhluko omkhulu. So ngela xesha you are just naive, umntana wecawe, you only know God, you only inkonzo. And all that. I think one day we will have to go and unpack the life of but today it's all about life after divorce. But okay, I'm not gonna get into details of what really happened, because today's topic is not about the marriage experiences and disappointments. It's about how did I take it, how did I collect all the pieces to be who I am today, to be able to talk about it without being emotional. Because by the time I think I served and I lupilile impilo yomtshato and the submit, I did everything. That's why I always say to people, I do not leave not even one stone unturned. I do not leave it. When our counseling, when our prayers, you know, our prayer groups as Christians, when there's such things, problems in marriage, one thing that we know is prayer. One thing that we know is that the devil is tempting or is testing or is throwing stones kule glass house yakho yomtshato. So the only way to fight the devil uqange dolo. Ude kukhona ingoma ithi unayo nendawo yakho yokuthandaza, you know. So ndikhule njalo ke ngoku into kokubana ndiyathandaza when the problems zisiza, ndizawuxelela lo mama, or I'll share to this woman of God, and the only thing that pray, the devil is after your marriage. I've done everything, prayer, counseling, and everything. But it happened that in the divorce, we will talk about that because number one, as I said, that I'm not going to mention some things because I need to respect. There's still people in my life that I respect, abantwana bam, because ngiphumelele abantwana abayi-2 emtshatweni, and they are part of my channel. My in-laws, ex, I don't know, you can't do ex-in-laws. My ex-in-laws, they are still part of my life. I see them. My ex-husband, he's I respect. So here and there are things that I won't be able to tell them as they are. Tell it like it is. No, there are things just to keep irrespective and all that. But if nigga is for ukunceda omnye umuntu, ndizazithetha, don't worry. Don't worry. All right, okay, guys. It happened kwethu into kokubana ufikelele kulo point yokubana ubone bana wajonga. This is toxic, you know. 15 years of your life, it's like half of your life, and you felt like you've done everything to please omnye umuntu, you know. You've put aside your ambitions. You tried by all means to babysit this person, to make sure that right, peaceful, just to keep things going, you know, to keep things going until you ufikelele kindawo but amandu dead end. I think I've experienced that. I do not wish for namnye umuntu afikelele lo experience, you know, the dead end xa ufinish into ba nditry yonke into. This was my first love, and it's like I deposited my soul into this thing. I don't know anything but this. The fear of the unknown hit hard. So the fear of the unknown, it will hit hard. You know, okay, I don't know anything but this. I'm okay with this system. Yes, in this life, you know. As much as toxic as it is, as uba affect physically, the health yakho right, you are just not okay. Something is telling you that you are not okay, but it will hit hard the fear of the unknown. You know, but how am I going to survive out there? Because I don't know anything but this. But nevertheless, it happened, guys, and I found myself having crawl from a crawling ufundu hamba. It's like you know, as much as you have deposited so much into this, you have invested your life into this, but now you find yourself all the pieces. You don't know. One thing about the divorce is in a man, today you're like, I'm on top of the mountain, I refuse to come down. Tomorrow you are sleeping, you can't even lift a finger. You are miserable. You feel like you don't know yourself. I think by the time I got out of my marriage, I think that's it's when I felt like that loser and looked at identity. You look yourself in the mirror, you don't know. You can't identify with the person that you see in the mirror. You're like, who are you? But nevertheless, guys, yenzeka, I had to collect the pieces one by one. And one thing that I know, in Dokokbana, I felt like, actually, after this, whatever I went through, I enjoyed. But now, if you took me 5, that's what I said. I still remember that day I was saying, if you took me 5 years to live after Umtrai, I want to live that life to the best of my ability. I want to live. I do not want to rob. You understand? So I was like, no, all the ambitions, all the dreams, everything that I've put aside to thinking that I was babysitting or I was doing it for my marriage, it failed. Do you understand? So now I was like, okay, let me collect the pieces. And one thing that kept me going is to know that you have a bandwan, and you're like, you know what? Let me wash my face, fight it all, fight the perfume, because in the bandwan, and stand. And there was a song, Gazahara 8, I will rise again. That you know what? I will rise again against all odds, you know. And I took that the one step at a time. Once, you know, the baby steps, I join as bona sana sisenze uthathe step, and ufanele ukuthatha steps ayi-20 today. Qomba yojonga, I'm healed, I'm okay, I'm happy, I'm free. It's like I'm a reborn, rebirth kind of a thing. Yo, uthathe zi-100 ubuye uyozibona usemngxunyeni nomnyama ukhala, you know. But okay, guys, yeah, what I can say is it is possible. It's doable. You can still claim your life. I always say that whatever that happens with past Diago, do not allow it. It's just a mirror for you. It's just a map for you. Be wise. it's just a map for you into okubana uvuleka amehlo, otherwise ayofeyila kuwe, you know. So mna I felt like into okubana it was just this is stepping stones. I had to go through this life so that izokwazi ukuthi relate ndizokwazi ukunceda the next person who's going through what I've been through, you know. As I said in part 1, I think zawuphela apho namhlanje when I happened. It was not easy the first year. I don't want to lie to you. I still remember that I felt like I was in the darkness. I was in the darkness. I was in the darkness, finding myself again, trying to know the world, how it works. There are sins that I went to that I was not even combat. This is not my sin, but there's this vacuum, you know, in my heart. I just wanted to feel it. I touched there, I tasted there. I wanted to do. I was all over because there was a vacuum in me. I was in a dark situation. So, guys, I'm sharing this so that you know that it is a journey. You know, it doesn't happen overnight. The healing of it, ukudlula kuyo does not happen overnight, you know. It's just a journey. You just need to be patient, to believe in yourself, and know that, you know what, I can do this with God. I've been down the valleys, down, deep down the valleys. You know what, ndilahla life wam, and ubona ndiphilele uThixo ndiyintombi ndatshata, first man, first husband, ndi-virgin, ndi-right, ndiphelele. And when I felt like I was angry with God, ndandicinga into yokuba wena mntu uzophila kamnandi emhlabeni, because ndimsevile uThixo ngeemini zobutsha bam, ndimsevile uThixo ndiyintombi, but izinto zazihambe ngolo hlobo. I was very angry. I could not even pray because I did not know what to say to God. But nevertheless, it happened, and I thank God that it happened. Because I had to find myself, I had to live my life, I touched lives because it was in God's plan. There was a time I was like, no, I am cursed, and no, it was in God's plan. I had to go through for His divine purpose. That I'm living today. Now I'm a living testimony, and in the pillar of purpose, So anqalekiswanga, zange laqalekiswa. Whatever that happened, it had to happen ukundenza strong today, you know. Yes, today in the organization that I've managed to open, a women empowerment organization. Today I coach people in business. Today I talk with different people who are going through stuff. If nangazanga experience what I've experienced in life, benza are clueless, or the souls that come to me every day to inspire. So it's not over about your life, you know. There was amazwi, because I stayed in this 15 years. One thing that made me to stay, knowing at the back of my mind that I'm suffocating, I'm dying. One thing, and I'm sure nani is a relator up. We always, often sihlalela abantwana. But ukhona amazwi ayiphakamisa athi abantwana bethu bangcono with a single parent than a broken home. Sibakhulisela kwi-environment toxic, sinabantwana ababhitha, aba-angry, abanazo zonke ezi zinto. In the name of you want to save your marriage. You are destroying abantwana bakho. Tomorrow abantwana bethu ba-abuser, kukhona gender-based violence. There's a lot that is happening, especially kubantwana bam, Imagine growing in an unhappy, toxic home. We are shouting, we are screaming, we break you, and get thinking that this is the way, thinking that this is love. You know, bakhulele ku-broken family, apho kungekhothando, kungekuhlekwayo, kuyashawutiswa, kuyashawutwana, kuyabethwana, kuyethwana. Siyayenza loo nto sihlale sikhulisela abantwana bethu bakhule bebhitha. So it's one thing yandomeleza into yokubana girl, abantwana bakho, they are better off with you happy than seeing you crying every day. All right, that's part 1. Phela kanjalo part 1, andifuna ngokulila ku part 1 ndizamile ukuba strong. All right guys, thank you very much for your love and support. Please do drop your comment. If you have any comments that you want to drop or a question, I'll take care of those questions. And don't forget to subscribe, follow, comment, share, download because we're all about touching lives, we're all about helping each other, we're all about empowerment, we're all about learning from abanye abantu, you know. Dinithanda over and the Korean Tanta.